in Korea. Well, okay. So this all happens before C9. This has nothing to do with C9. Before I went to Korea, um, he told me like Korea's open. You can come here now, and I was like, okay, I really want to go to Korea and play there. He said I can live there. And then when everything was ready, and I was about to go to Korea, he randomly told me like a day before I planned to go, you might not be able to live here. And then I constantly tried to ask him again and again, can I live there or not? Can I live there or not? And he kind of ghosted for 2 weeks, which he says is due to other reasons, which is fine. So I go to Korea, I get a room on another place. I'm pretty low on money. And then eventually he says I can live there. So I'm like, fuck. I already paid for a month. Well, I paid for 3 months from Airbnb. Then I took it back. I got half the money back from Airbnb, so I still blew like $450. But I spent $450 to live somewhere for 1 week. I go to Ella's house. Everything's smooth for like a month or so. Like I'm already kind of pissed that he told me like a week after I went that I can stay there. But yeah, so things go smoothly a month or so. Then Ellis wants to find someone to level an account and do it with, because obviously he wants to play scrims. If people come to boot camp there, because C9 was playing his boot camp there, this is before either of us had any idea of joining C9. And then I was like dragging it along. I was like, maybe I'll do, or maybe, but like I have like 1.5 months there left. I've already leveled 2 accounts, and I was like, there's no fucking way I'm leveling an account. So at some point I said, I can't level an account. Like, I have very limited time. I have almost no money. Like, I won't do it with you. I will not do it. And then he sent a post to everyone in the house saying everyone's useless, like me, Nemesis, whoever doesn't want to do it with him. So then I told him, like, this is why I don't consider you a friend. Like, more or less. Like, because you will straight up do this shit when people don't just bend over and do what you want. And then he said, okay, fine, we're not friends. Leave the house. Or I'm calling the police. And, yeah, I had to deal with, like, a low-key breakdown because I had no money and stuff like this. And I was, like, panicking, and then he called Nemesis to make sure that I wasn't destroying the house and make sure that I was leaving. And then at some point he realized I have no money, I have nowhere to go, and then he said, fine, you can stay. But this was long before anything of C9 happened. This was like months before. But this is why, like, I can't be bothered. I figured I can say this because it's completely irrelevant with anything with C9.